Works. Oh my god, first time. That's awesome.
Wild.
Also, I guess before we start, real fast, did you re-listen to the latest
I
one?
always do.
The end had me howling.
What's with the women?
And then, but you like started to laugh, but then
I
you
was
just start
joking.
hacking.
Yeah, I was.
It made me laugh, and you went for like another 5 seconds that I just cut out.
know.
I was like, I can't leave all this in.
It was so good.
Your
It was
hacking
really
had
funny.
me howling.
It was really funny.
Okay. Hello and welcome to the most underrated show on the internet.
We're What's with the Lemon, and car trouble is the worst.
You have car trouble?
Yeah.
So here's what I will say quickly. If I have to spend money on vehicles, I want to rip all my hair out and
Just be bald.
Yeah.
Be bald from now
I
on.
hate spending any money on cars.
It's because
I hate it.
it's one of those things that is so necessary, but not everybody knows about and
Yeah.
can do all their own stuff.
Yeah, but even like when it's a home thing, I feel like, okay, this is going to my home. Mm-hmm. But when it's something about a vehicle, I hate vehicles. I just don't care. I don't care about
They're so
cars.
expensive.
So what's your
Fix
car
and
trouble?
everything. So I got 2 things for you, Joe.
Ooh.
So this week we went to some friend's house for dinner. It was
Okay.
lovely. Had a great time.
Who?
Anna and Tyler, our best friends.
Aww. You know what's funny is because we were talking I think we talked on the podcast, like, why don't you do stuff with them?
I know.
And you did stuff with
We
them.
made it a thing. We're like, we got to do something.
It's because of me.
I think it's because Tyler loves us.
That's amazing.
I'm pretty sure he's our number 1 fan. We got to get him a shirt that says number 1
number
fan.
1 fan. Here's the thing. If Tyler wants to be the number 1 fan, he has to be my chauffeur again.
That's
I'm
fair.
just saying.
That's fair.
Like, if he wants to drive me around, then I will truly consider him being the number 1 fan.
Okay.
Until
well,
then,
you hear it.
up
You're
to
gonna
debate.
Heard it here first. On the way there,
Mm-hmm.
we get onto the freeway, right?
And you're feeling free. You're feeling ready and free. Powerful.
Sure.
Freeway. Yeah, I don't know.
Freeway. So we're going, right? We're
Okay.
going. And we're not on the freeway for very long, and we get this truck, right? This truck guy. He's trying to like get our attention or something. Mm-hmm. And he's behind us. He's riding us a little close.
Oh.
And then he gets to the side of us and he drives up. And we're just like, okay, maybe he just wanted to buy us.
Yeah,
We
you're
weren't-
kind of like stupid. Like, oh, God,
yeah, it's
truck
like, what's
guy.
with this
why
guy
is, yeah.
doing this thing?
Why is he
This
riding
is
us like a...
really dumb? And then so he's keeping pace with us, and finally I look over, and he's like, and
Oh,
if you don't,
Justice is pointing down, just so everyone
pointing
I can't see.
But there's an exit coming up.
Okay.
So in my mind, I'm thinking I need over.
Yeah.
That's what I'm thinking. He's
Oh,
saying I need
God.
over. So we slow down,
Uh-huh.
and he gets in front of us.
Yeah.
And he does get over to
Oh,
exit.
nice.
Okay. A minute goes by, and all of a sudden we feel this wobble,
Oh, God.
wobble, and then
Oh, no.
metal on ground.
Oh, sparks?
No, luckily Kirsten pulled over.
Okay, Kirsten
as
was
soon as
driving.
we started wobbling,
Okay.
he was trying to tell us something was wrong with the tire.
Oh, Justice.
here
we
we-
were like, stupid truck guy.
Yeah, well, I actually didn't think it. I didn't think it was stupid. It was like, what's he doing?
Yeah.
Like, this is really weird
It's a
behavior.
weird behavior. Oh,
So-
he was trying to help.
You're trying to help us.
Oh,
So,
no.
random truck guy, if you ever find our podcast, and who knows when in the universe, it just lines up and
Yeah.
you just find us. Thank you. First
We
off.
didn't listen to you, but thank you.
But when it happened, we knew almost, there's something wrong with the
Yes.
tire.
Yeah.
So we pulled off. And this tire,
You pulled to the side of the freeway, or you go into an exit?
no, off to the side, we passed the
Okay.
exit. So it was shredded.
I was about to say, if you're hearing metal,
Like,
your
it was
tire's
shredded,
gone.
and there was like, I don't even know what to call it, like rubber, like dust.
Yeah.
Rubber
Yeah.
dust.
Yeah. Oh, no.
So here's a crazy thing, and I'm definitely outing myself. I've never changed a tire.
I've changed a lot of tires.
You've changed a lot of tires. I have never.
Did you have to look up a video?
No, I
Oh,
didn't.
okay.
Because it's simple in my head.
Yeah.
What to do.
It's super simple. Here's the thing. I don't know how I would change a tire without the tire being on. I'm assuming the same.
I imagine so.
But I don't know. Like, did it destroy?
The tire was still there,
Okay.
but it was shredded.
I didn't know if it like ripped all that stuff off.
It was still on.
Okay.
So I was like, okay, got to change this tire.
Yeah.
I'm also thinking in the back of mine, I guess we're canceling dinner plans.
Be honest.
Oh,
be 100%. Were you kind of happy?
Of course. I even told them that.
You're like, I guess we have to go home and do nothing.
I'm by nature not a social person.
Your perfect life is being alone with a TV and a console.
Yeah.
Your perfect life. Maybe with some Papa John's on the side.
Oh, Papa John's, baby. But I'm the most like unsocial social person.
You can be very social, but you have to make yourself be social. You do not want to be social.
It's effort.
Yeah.
People might not think that, but it's effort. Mm-hmm. And I do love being with people, but it's not.
You just don't like the getting there.
Yeah, the getting there sometimes is annoying. The lead up can be kind of annoying. Yeah. The preparing can be kind of annoying, which is crazy because my wife loves that stuff. She loves
preparing.
Oh, she loves hosting.
That's different than preparing.
I think she kind of likes the preparing too.
Okay.
I think she likes the what am I gonna make? What are we gonna play? That just brings me anxiety sometimes.
Yeah. So, yeah, that makes sense.
Okay, now I'm changing this tire. Mm-hmm. And when I tell you...
Are you going kind of slow on purpose?
No. Okay. I'm actually trying to get it done as fast as possible.
Do you think you're in danger of getting hit?
Well, no. I'm not at all. Because I'm also on the other side.
Oh, that's lucky.
So we got, Levi's in there. He's not happy. Mm-hmm. And when I say this, let me tell you, I know she's sitting in the room with us. Mm-hmm. Zero faith in me that I can change a tire. Like, we're talking below zero. You know how it's like the girl will always call her dad for things? Yeah. I told her, I got this. And within 5 seconds, she's calling, not her dad, give her credit.
Okay.
She called her brother who worked on cars for a little while. So it's a little bit better than calling dad right away. Mm-hmm. I love her dad.
I wish to God she would have called. If I would have got a call from Kirsten, that would have been the funniest thing.
Joe changes tires. He's done it before.
I can't bend down.
I know donuts in the back. It came with the tools, and I was like, I can figure this out. Mm-hmm. Like, I've never done any of this stuff. I was like, it's self-explanatory. So she's on the phone with her brother. She's just like, yeah, Justice is trying to get it off. And
it's taking a long time.
So again, learning and having done this for the first time, I jacked it up first.
Okay.
Shouldn't have done that because the tire moves when you try to get it off.
But were the bolts super tight? Sometimes they're loose enough.
They're pretty tight.
Okay.
I had to use quite a bit of force to get them off.
Yeah.
It was hot. I was wearing black.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, but I was sweating.
Yeah, you were drenched.
And red in the face. For a few reasons.
Embarrassed. A little embarrassed.
A little bit. Mm-hmm. I was embarrassed. I was sad because my wife didn't believe in me. And
were you crying?
No.
Were you actually not sweating? There were tears coming down your face
crying.
Instead.
And then I was also kind of embarrassed because I feel like I'm just giving the butt crack to everybody flying by.
Where your wife had zero faith in you, I have 100,000% faith in you. Your butt was out there for the world to see.
It's not
I guarantee it.
So then, as I'm working, I'm doing it. I'm getting the bolts off. It's taking a little longer because I'm figuring things out for the first time.
After you lowered, lowered it down. Now lowered.
Yeah. Okay. And I wasn't figuring out the raising and lowering thing very, very easily. It wasn't a jack. Like it wasn't.
No, it's kind of like mine. You had the little tool and you had to go like this.
Had no idea how it worked. So I was doing like in, rotate, out, rotate, in. You would have loved it. It would have been great. And then a guy pulls over, and Kirsten's like, "Oh, a good, a good, someone actually came to help." I'm actually surprised it took so long. It was just like, well,
are you just if he gets out of his car, are you ready to like start barking at him like, "Get away!"
No, but so he starts walking over. Mm-hmm. I'm wearing a black shirt, but I forgot to tell you, it's my Skillet anime shirt.
Is this guy? Tell me this guy's wearing like a wife beater.
No, but he's
a man.
He's a man.
He's a man.
He's a man. He's got a beard.
Yeah.
He has a truck.
Yeah.
He's a man. He's changed his fair share of tires.
And so he sees an anime guy. He sees an anime guy sweating.
First he sees Kirsten and the baby. Mm-hmm. He's like, I'm going to help them.
Yeah.
I don't even know if he saw me behind the car. So
God bless this man.
he comes walking up, and I turn around, and he's like, "Hey, do you guys need any help?" And I turned to him and was like, "No, man, thank you so much. I got this, but thank you."
Mm-hmm.
And the amount of fear? Was it fear? Because
he was like, I need to call the cops on this guy.
He looked scared of me.
He's never seen.
And he backed up. He kind of put his hands up like he was like I was gonna threaten him.
Yeah.
Maybe my face was really red. But it probably was because I was bent over.
Your eyes are bloodshot with tears because your wife doesn't believe in you.
My wife doesn't believe in me.
You're just crying.
I was pretty sad about it. And so I'm
what are the chances that you actually just went? I
was like, please help me. I don't know what I'm doing. I mean, there was that little bit of me. He's like, he could probably do this way faster than I could.
Did you kind of feel like the damsel, and you're like, oh my God, a savior, he's here? Okay.
I was at this point.
Your manlyhood was on.
I'm changing this dang tire.
It could take 3 hours, but it's getting done.
And I did it. I changed the tire.
Was this guy standing here? Or did
No,
he
he kind of looked like he was freaking out, and
was
like he was this anime guy.
And why does he look big?
Yeah, like I'm this big.
Yeah,
like
you look like you should be able to change a tire.
Yeah, I do definitely. The anime shirt really threw it off.
You should have ripped it off.
Yeah, that would have been great. No, but I didn't do that. So I got the tire changed.
You've changed your first tire.
And I would say I said 20 minutes originally. It probably took around 30.
Kirsten?
I think that's probably more accurate. It's probably around 30 minutes.
She's
35.
40? 40. We're going to say 40. Solid 40. We're just going to say a solid 40 and move on.
I don't like this. But
I'll change your tire.
So, here, it doesn't end there. We get in this car.
Okay. What I'm hearing is
the lack of faith continues.
Oh no.
Because she's just like, I don't think it's on right. I don't think it's on right.
She's doing a little butt wiggle like, there's something wrong with the car.
I told her before getting in, you're on a donut, it's not going to feel the same.
Yeah, because it's a donut.
It's a donut. It's not a tire.
Tell me you tightened the donut.
Oh, it was super tight.
Okay.
Like I put all my weight into tightening those bolts. I wasn't going to let it go.
Okay.
And so we're going. First off, we had to drive on the freeway. It was the quickest way there.
How far away are you guys from your destination?
We were still almost 20 minutes away. And I'm thinking in my mind, the safer bet
is to go home.
We're way closer.
There's Papa John's.
I mean,
ready for you at home.
We could have done something. I mean, driving on a donut.
You could have just FaceTime Tyler, give him a little, and then just had some Papa John's.
Driving on a donut isn't preferred. It can be dangerous because they're not meant to be driven on for long periods of time.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. So, but Kirsten's like, no, we're going to this thing.
Kirsten's ready.
She's ready.
You've been working for 40 minutes. She's been sitting in the car praying.
No, she wasn't. She was in the car.
Justice. Your wife was not pooping in the car.
That's not what I said. But
she poops outside the car and gets back in the car. She has manners.
She wasn't sitting in the car. She was standing outside the car.
Oh. So Levi was in the car alone?
No, I just told you she had Levi.
Is this before or after pooping?
No. Okay. So we're driving there.
Okay.
And she wants off the main road as soon as possible. She's only going 50 because that's what the donut says. Don't go over 50.
Yeah.
So she has her hazards on.
And you're still trying to think, how do I get her to just go home?
No. At this point, I was like, we're going.
Okay.
So I'm like, we're getting there.
We're going to get there.
And she's like, I want off of this as soon as possible. Because she hates being an inconvenience to anybody.
And she's a little bit of a worrier for those that don't know her.
She does.
She stresses over some things that maybe you don't need to stress about. She's just a little. She's
glaring at you.
It's true. I'm not speaking no lies. I'm not a liar.
So we get off and we're driving on one of the more back roads. It's a little slower.
So
but
like
still.
a back road, bumpy, potholes, kind of things like this.
A little.
Like
that's
things
one of the reasons
also...
I wanted to keep her on the main road. So, but as soon as we're off, because we're on a bumpy road.
Yeah.
She's like, this doesn't feel
Something's
right.
wrong.
This isn't feeling right. People were flashing us on the road.
Oh, that's not a good sign.
But I think it was because we were going really slow.
How slow
And
is
they
really
were trying to get us to get over on the shoulder. 50. We're going 50.
Oh, got it.
Because it was 60, we were going 50.
You're still on the freeway.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. They were pissed at you.
Yeah. No, for sure. And that hurts Kirsten's soul. It does. She hates being an inconvenience. So we get off, but as soon as we get off, it's bumpy.
Yeah.
She's like, that doesn't feel right.
Something's wrong.
It feels wrong. So I'm like, we're fine, babe.
Yeah.
I'm looking at like the reflection. The tire's not wobbling. It's
But also, how many times have you driven with a donut on?
I have before.
Okay.
One time.
Okay.
Just one time. But I have before.
Okay.
And so she's like, you need to get out, check it. You need to get out right now.
Poor Tyler and Anna are just sitting there like, what is taking them so long?
Yeah. So
these idiots. Tyler, like the most manly man guy, or at least in my head,
I was thinking in my head this. He could probably do this in 5 minutes.
He could probably save you. You
I
could
was
have called him.
tempted. I was actually shocked they didn't. Like,
He would
Anna
have
didn't send him
caressed
out
your
to go.
shoulders as he did it too.
He's so nice.
I know.
I
don't
love him.
don't know. I haven't seen him in
He's one of the
who
nicest
knows how
people.
long.
Eventually we get there, and it's great. We had a great time.
Yeah.
But then there was a drive back.
Do they make fun of your anime shirt at all?
No, but they did look at it. I think
They're like, this
They did.
nerd.
I wondered maybe this wasn't the shirt. Maybe this.
Were they looking at the shirt or the piles of sweat?
There was definitely some sweat. A
Okay.
little bit of.
Okay.
It was probably a little red in the face.
Yeah.
But it was crazy, and then we had to.
What'd you have for dinner?
It was like I would say it was like it wasn't pulled pork sandwiches, but it was like roast sandwiches.
Was it cold?
No, it was hot.
Okay. I didn't know if they had to
It might
wait
have been
so long.
smoked.
Oh God, that's
It wasn't
yummy.
done when we got there. But
Oh,
it was
perfect.
It was really good.
Perfect.
We had a good time.
Nice.
And then so we then drove. I drove back.
Okay. And so that way, if something happened, Kirsten would have to get out and fix it instead of you. Right? That was the thought process behind
her
that.
out and be like, look at the
You
tire.
go look at the tire.
No, we made it home just fine. Then she read that, oh, you're only supposed to go this amount of miles on the donut, and we had basically gotten right there with the trip.
That's awesome.
So she's like, I really can't drive it.
Oh, so those are always just a suggestion.
I know. Well, Joe, sometimes suggestions are for a reason.
I mean, it's so you can't sue them.
Right. My car stories aren't done.
Oh God.
So
yeah, that's just one of the two you said.
The next day,
Uh-huh.
driving to work, Kirsten
This is now
calls
your
me.
car.
Yes, I'm in my car, driving to work. Kirsten calls me. We're talking about getting the car in to get fixed because it needs to get fixed sooner rather than later. It's our main car, and also probably the car we're going to go see our friend's wedding.
Yes. Also, your car is a 2-door car,
Yes.
and you have a baby.
Yes.
So, hence, your car is not the ideal
It's
car
not
to
an
have.
ideal
Like, if a
situation.
car was supposed to break down, yours would have been the better one
Yes.
to break down.
So we're driving, and I don't know if you've ever driven my route to work, but it's like a
I've
nice
driven it
drive.
home.
It's like upriver, and it's beautiful. On my way, I'm driving.
Oh, no.
I'm going a little fast because I'm a little late.
Okay.
Because
how much is a little late?
Not very much, like 5 minutes.
Okay.
But I want to get there.
You like to be there early.
I do.
So do I.
I'm driving, talking to Kirsten, and I'm going probably around 35 or 40.
Oh, justice. Oh, that's not that bad.
Yeah, I'm just going like 5 over.
Okay.
A deer jumped out in front of my car.
Oh, no.
So I'm on the phone with Kirsten.
What do you
and-
scream?
And I go, whoa! And she's like, what happened? Did you just get in a car crash? And I'm just like, no, but I tapped the steer's ass so hard.
Nice.
I really smacked the heck out
Oh,
of it.
you actually did it dent your car at all?
No,
That's
because
awesome.
it was just the tail end
Yeah.
that got it. I was just like, are you kidding me? And then my lovely wife goes, watch out for the third thing. It always comes in threes. Because my car, now your car, now there's something else around the corner.
Oh, God.
And I'm just like, I'm just waiting for it now. I'm just like, was my bad day like was that
Did anything
third?
happen in the work truck?
No.
Okay.
Well, that's good.
That's good.
Hopefully it's not another car thing. They're expensive.
I hate car stuff. I just like when I still worked with you, when I was still an actual like productive member of society.
Yeah.
And had a job and stuff like that before I, just being a freeloader like I am now. I used to be on deer duty when you drove.
In the winter especially.
And I always hated you because I would always be like, deer. And you'd be like, what? What, honey? Like, I was like,
I just thought it was very like
dear, you
I
idiot.
just thought it was a nice way of saying, "Dear, how are you today?" I mean, I could see you
It was
calling me
one of
dear.
those. I knew you were going to do it every time, and yet I still said just wanted to let
You
you know.
took your duty very seriously.
I did. Between that and calling out red lights for you.
Sometimes I can get a little
Red.
distracted.
What? Oh.
Sometimes you have to do it more than once.
I do.
Red.
Red.
I'm like, huh? Red.
Never green, but red.
Yeah.
To be fair, I refuse to drive.
So I'm
So you
driving
were
all
always
day,
driving,
every
like
day.
sometimes 6 to 8 hour days. We
Yeah.
were doing all the driving, and I was a passenger princess through and through.
I wouldn't say that because you made sure I had what I needed.
Yes, but I was not going to be helpful driving.
No, you were not.
I wanted you to take care of me.
Yes,
And
and
you
I
did.
did until
Until you weren't around to take care of me.
I wasn't around.
Goddamn Bailey.
Yeah, yeah, Bailey. Bailey.
That's awesome, though.
Yeah,
Hopefully you are done with car stuff for a while.
for a little bit.
Car stuff sucks.
It's
I
not great.
hate it.
Yep, and I always have tire problems. So
You do. It's rare that Kirsten does unless she's running over porcupines and stuff like that.
yeah, that did happen one time.
She like aims for them, I swear. It's weird. She hates animals. It's crazy.
You just reminded me of one of the funniest things. Okay, it's not funny. We killed a porcupine,
It's messed up.
but
As a big animal man.
so
Oh God, what'd you do?
this will live in my head rent free as one of, it's really horrible, but it's also one of the funniest things I've ever happened. So
Do tell.
she's driving, and this is when she does hit the porcupine.
Okay.
So you see something in the road quite a ways down,
Yeah.
but you don't know what it is. It's small. You
Yeah,
can't
but it's
really
in
tell.
the yeah.
It's dark, kind of. So she's driving, and I'm the passenger, and I don't not really paying attention, to be honest.
You're the passenger. You don't need to.
Right. So all of a sudden, I just hear next to me, "Yeet!" She whacks right into the porcupine.
Oh no!
She yeeted right into it.
Oh, that's so. She went for it.
It's-
Why?
In my mind, she didn't. She was trying to avoid it.
Don't
But in
backtrack
my
now.
mind- In my mind, the lead up was, I'm gonna get
Yeah,
you.
I'm gonna get this thing.
I'm gonna get you the. Yeet. I was like,
What just happened?
what is going on? Why are you making that noise? And I was like, did you just intentionally hit that porcupine? She was like, no, it was an accident.
Did you not have to change the tire then?
No, but there was quills in it.
Oh wow! And it survived.
It was resilient.
Wow, that's awesome.
There was also quills up into the car.
Did you save one? I would have saved one as a memento.
It was really hard. It was a hard day
Why?
because death, Joe.
Yeah, but she aimed for it.
It felt
she
like it.
wanted it.
She definitely
She
didn't.
woke up that day
She
and
loves
decided
animals.
she was the Grim Reaper.
It was
And
one of.
Here's the thing: that porcupine probably saw that car, your guys' car, and was
Oh,
like,
man.
maybe friends, maybe friends, maybe someone that will love and
That's
care
a
for
terrible
me.
thing to say, but it was one of the funniest things. I was trying so hard not to laugh when it happened.
Was she crying? She was crying.
No, I don't think she was. She was upset.
Got it.
I remember because we called her dad, and she had been, don't tell mom, she'll hate this, you know, like because she loves animals
Yeah.
and stuff.
What a nerd.
But it was one of the funniest things. Just the
Go for it, hardcore.
like
Why?
you just yeeted into it.
Why would you do this?
It was so great. Man.
Well, with that 2 deep breaths, do you have any more car stuff
No,
before we
I'm
move on
done
from
with
car stuff?
man.
You sure?
I hope so.
We just hear a little explosion outside.
Oh no!
I got round 3
Of our
you.
quotes,
of our quotes.
of our fun quotes.
Yeah. Are you ready for this?
I'm ready, dude.
Okay.
These better be better than the last ones.
These are some good quotes. These are some god dang good quotes.
Okay, now I'm hoping that there's one on here that if I rate horribly, you'll be really upset about.
No, that's for next week.
Okay.
Okay, this one, I think I like a lot of these. I think this will be the hardest one yet.
To rate? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, that's good.
If
the
I'm
other
being
ones,
honest.
the other one was the easiest.
Yeah,
The
I
first
wanted-
one was
Yeah.
there was some challenge there.
So this,
Except for yours.
I hate you. So just for everyone, they're going to get sick of me saying this. Week 3 of our tournament.
Out of 5.
Out of 5. The winner of this will go immediately to the finale.
Yes.
And then you'll be able to choose one more to send to the wild card round.
Yes.
Okay. Are you ready, Justice?
I'm ready, dude.
All right. First quote. Boy. What is that game from?
It's God of War. It's Kratos. Boy.
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 And the thing is with this quote, it could be from many times in the game.
He says
it a lot.
Is it a quote then?
Yeah. What is with you and questioning quotes? You question every quote I give you. Every round you have to be like, I don't think that's a quote. I think that's a saying. Is it a quote if it's a name? And now, if you said it more than once, is that a quote? Jason.
That was the weirdest way you've said it so far.
I needed a breath.
Jason.
Jason.
That part in the last episode cracked me up.
I love it.
But, okay. Boy.
Okay.
I do love me some Kratos. But
I got a zit on my cheek and it's really driving me insane. Sorry.
That's the worst, man. I'm going to say 2.
2?
For boy.
Wow.
I'm not confident yet what else you got.
True.
So.
I want to say one more thing about every blind ranking we've done so far. You have never had a 1 before the very end. You've always let the end be number 1. I think you have a little bit of a commitment issue. I mean, like, something else is going to be better. Something's going to be better.
I don't know. Maybe.
All right. Number 2.
Number 2.
Well, number 2 was boy. This is the next one.
Yeah.
TNT. Why couldn't it have been bacon and beans?
That's a good one from the original Red Dead Revolver.
Some will say the only good Red Dead. Some.
I'm pretty sure you're the only one that would say that.
Out of the people on this couch, at least one of us believes that. And we have the Let's Play series to prove that it is the best.
It's pretty hilarious, actually. It's a great game.
It is. I have so many dumb memories with that game from Tony playing it before we moved to Africa.
And then I was playing it.
Yeah. It was just great. It's a great game.
We had a good time with it.
I never touched the other ones. Never. Don't care.
I loved the first Red Dead Redemption.
Yeah. It's too big. Too much. Goodbye, Rockstar. Too big.
I tried to get back into Red Dead 2, and I can't. It's too slow.
It's too slow.
It's too realistic.
Yeah.
It's just too realistic.
If you're an adult, like, you have to pick and choose your games, man. Like, I don't want a game that's going to take 300 hours to play.
Well, it's not that kind of big, but it's big.
Yeah.
Number 4.
Number 4.
Throw this in on number 4.
Okay.
It's a funny quote.
It's a great quote.
It's a great one.
think so. Most of these quotes were not on my list of 500 video game quotes.
You figured it out.
I was just thinking of some quotes. Yeah.
I mean, I have said this. I say this.
We say it all the time.
If anybody says, like TNT, like the
TV channel,
I always say, why couldn't it be bacon and beans?
All right, you're gonna. I know you're gonna get all on the quote thing with this one. I'm gonna stick with some Rockstar. Is it Rockstar that made that?
Who?
That made Red Dead?
Yeah.
Rockstar? Okay. Who made the Batmans?
Rocksteady.
Rocksteady. I get the two kind of confused.
Rock and S.
Yeah. This is a great quote from a awful, terrible, extremely boring game that I don't understand how people could like the series at all. It's so dumb.
Okay.
But great, fantastic quote. War is where the young and stupid are tricked by the old and bitter into killing each other.
Is that from Suicide Squad?
It's from Grand Theft Auto.
4?
Yep.
I thought so. That is a really good quote.
It's a really good quote.
Say it again, Joe.
Okay. War is where the young and stupid are tricked by the old and bitter into killing each other.
Dang. Shoot,
French
man.
kiss.
That's a really good quote.
Oh, is it not too long for you? Is it too long to be a quote, though?
That's a quote. It's not. Your quote is long, dude. It's a paragraph. I've said it before.
Shut up.
That one's really good. See, that's almost like your quote, but better.
It's not better. It's not better, but it's really impactful.
It's very impactful. Oh, man. This one, because I don't. This is so hard because in my mind it's like that's a number one.
That's a great quote. It's just a shame it's from a terrible series.
You know what? I'm gonna send that one through.
That's number one?
That's number one.
Whoa.
I mean, I might have another one that I might send through. But that
You'll
one,
at least have one more
yes.
you'll send through.
I want...
Okay. You've finally done it, Justice. You've made a number one before it's done.
Here's the reality. I don't like it when people say I don't do something, so I just do it.
Can I tell you something?
You knew that.
I poked at your brain
Joe,
a little bit.
If I could say that there's one person who knows how to manipulate me the way that they want, that's probably you. Do I know what's happening? Probably.
But you'll still do it.
Yeah, it's like whatever.
All right.
I'll give him what he wants.
Yeah. This could hurt. Maybe not. Maybe you don't care at all.
This is the fourth one.
This is the fourth one.
The fourth quote.
Okay. Don't make a girl a promise you know you can't keep. Yeah, when you see the twitching of my neck. Yeah. Justice's face looks like he hated himself for just saying something was number one.
Oh,
what game is that from, Justice?
Oh, that's from a few Halos. It repeats it in a few of them, but I believe it starts in 2. Halo 2.
I don't know when it starts, but the big turnaround is in 3.
Yes.
But they do it in 4. She says it. It's Cortana. She says it a bunch to Master Chief. Almost to let him off the hook.
This would have been number 1.
Yeah.
This would have been number 1.
Good.
It's number 3 because that's
that's all you got.
Has to be.
All right, and this one is number 5.
That one, that's probably the most painful one you've ever said to me.
I know.
It's horrible.
It's good. Remember, you can maybe send it through.
Okay.
If you don't want to send boy.
Boy.
But here's the last one. The cake is a lie. There's some heavy hitters. There's some heavy hitters.
You should have spread these out a little.
Dude, I have good ones coming up too. I have some great ones coming up.
So, Portal, first off.
Portal.
It was attached to the orange box, a group of games.
Which is so weird that I got that.
It had never happened before.
Like, so
that's
strange.
the first thing that has ever been done.
We played on the Xbox, guys. We didn't play it on PC.
No. We
never heard of Half-Life before this.
Were you going to say Life Half?
Shut up. Or Team Fortress.
You going to say that? No, we hadn't. And it was kind of the main kicker of that thing was Half-Life and Team Fortress.
Yeah.
But gosh dang Portal, man.
It was so funny and so
good.
clever and so fun.
GLaDOS is one of the best villains ever, who kind of becomes an anti-hero, I guess, in the next one. No.
I think just villain.
Yeah,
I think just a villain.
But it had so many twists and turns, and oh man, the cake is a lie.
Cake is a lie.
So good. So good. Oh man.
What are you going to send through? Are you going to send boy? Are you going to send...
I didn't think boy was going to be the weakest of them.
I know, right?
Actually,
TNT,
Megan and Bees is probably the weakest. But
are you going to send boy, TNT, Halo, or Portal?
Oh my God. I still think that GTA quote is pretty...
I feel like the GTA one deserves to go through.
Yes.
I just thought that was going to go through on your pick. That was going to be your wild card.
Oh, this is the challenge of blind rankings.
Yeah.
God, it has to be Halo.
It has to, if you don't do Halo, I'm going to be blown away.
I mean, Cake is a Lie.
The Cake
really
is a Lie.
Good too.
Yeah.
Like those are all amazing quotes.
Mm-hmm.
Gosh, man. Gosh, good job, Joe.
Thank you.
That's probably the best yet.
Oh, so we're moving over. The wild card is going to be the Halo?
Yes.
Okay, so wild card is don't make a girl a promise if you know you can't keep it. Mm-hmm. Boom. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. All right. Week 3 done.
Dang, man.
I'm excited. We're getting close to the end. We're getting close to the end of this blind ranking.
Wow.
If I was smart, 30 minutes into this is our 10th episode. I should have.
Happy 10th episode.
I really should have prepped this to end, end on the 10th episode to be the finale of the thing.
Is this our first season or something?
No, but to go behind the curtain to reveal the monster of what this is.
A little peek.
I kind of told Justice that I didn't want to do any guests. I really wanted it to just be us for the first 10 episodes at least. Really set in that this is our show, our podcast. Yeah. So I don't know I think we're going to look into maybe doing some video stuff moving forward, potentially more gameplay things. Mm-hmm. but I really wanted these 10 episodes to
just me and
be
you.
like the beginning, kind of the genesis of our podcast.
How surprised are you that I haven't canceled a week?
I am absolutely blown. I'm almost more shocked than Kirsten in your tire.
What?
Realistically. I had, so
Why?
I mean, like, what was it? A few weeks, I think it was the third episode. I said I have a,
You gave me an out.
I have an episode.
Gave
I
me an out.
recorded a solo episode because I was
And I was
positive
like,
we
no,
weren't going to do
you're
it.
coming over Sunday
Yeah.
night. We're recording this
It
thing.
was, which made me have to do more work, but I was very, like, I'm really glad that you did that.
I'm trying to make. I want to be consistent. I don't
Same.
want to. I don't want to have lapses in our
Yeah,
episodes.
because we weren't very consistent with our Let's Play channel, and
Yeah, I mean they're a little bit more involved.
there are a lot more work to do.
Yeah,
Realistically,
I mean the idea behind a Let's Play, when we would do it, we would record for a day
yes,
and just be jumping between different things, and that's kind of hard. And
it is, and sure enough, something would always go wrong. Somehow it would get out of sync. Something
There
would
was a
make the
lot of
editing
stuff to do.
process so annoying that I
Wasn't as
it was
pleasurable.
so frustrating for me. But this is so much simpler, and
Yeah.
I really do enjoy it. Like this podcast I think is really helpful for me in the season of my life. Like we've talked about this. This is episode 1 and 2 stuff. Why are we talking about it now? But it's just a little happy anniversary, you know. Like this is
We did it.
We did it.
we made it to
Hope-
10. Maybe we'll make it to 100.
I hope
Is
so.
that our next one?
Yes.
Or 50?
I think 100 will be the next one.
The next. Are we actually going to do something for
I think
100?
I think the next milestone will be the official 1 year of doing it. If we did it
Do you have it
consistently
tracked? When did we start?
I mean, I can just look at it. I don't know.
I guess when we posted first.
Yeah. From our first episode to
Yeah, that's true.
I think me and Bo for the Mr. Bo and Joe show did like 15 or 16 episodes.
Coming up on you guys.
So as long as we get past that, then
I think it was 12.
It could have been 12.
12 sounds
But
about
we
right.
did
to me.
just. I mean, it was 12 golden episodes.
I liked it.
Pure gold.
I watched it every time it came out.
That's so nice of you.
Yeah, I liked it.
That's very sweet.
I'm sure we'll have Bo on at some point.
I would probably wet my pants if we had Bo on. Mr. Bo, that's a big get. That's a really big get.
You idolize that man.
It would make me excited.
Yeah,
It would make me a little.
You'd probably be acting a little
That'd be a
strange.
pretty princess.
You'd probably be acting a little strange on the podcast here.
Who I would also really like is to get Willie somehow to get you guys to fight.
Joe,
Just fight.
it is ridiculous the amount of gaslighting in this relationship you're doing to try to cause tension.
I'm just saying. I think it could turn into a very nice counseling session almost of you guys need to work through some stuff, and this would help.
Uh-huh.
Just saying. But the world is open to us
The
now
world
that
is
we've
our
got to our
oyster.
10 episodes.
I like it. I like the idea. If you're our listener and live in this...
If you live in Spokane
I
and
was
would like to
gonna
be
say-
on the
I
podcast,
was going to say, hit us up. But I was like, but then I'd have to have them in my home.
yeah.
And I don't know them strangers. So sorry. No, we'll vet the people.
No. Contact me and I'll just invite you.
Oh.
Because here's the thing. Justice has already talked about how he doesn't like.
Keep going, but we can't not talk about it.
I already know what you're going to say.
Because now I brought it to your head.
No. With the 10th episode, I was already planning on doing this.
Okay.
Just out of the blue, for no reason whatsoever. Can we just talk about how cool and amazing Ireland is? How it's like probably the most magical place on the
We
planet.
love our Irish brothers and sisters.
We've always said if we could go anywhere and spend time with any amount of people, we would want to go to Ireland.
Absolutely. You
They're
gotta see them
they're
white-
always just so attractive
Do you-
and so just maybe the best people on the planet.
Do you know what's crazy? I am panicked right now thinking of what I could say something about Scotland instead of Ireland and be really confused.
Justice.
I don't know. Like I was just like the White Cliffs of Dover. Is that Irish or Scottish?
I'm keeping my mouth shut.
I'm
I don't
just keeping
know.
my
What
mouth
if it's
shut.
nowhere? What if it's in neither
what
of
if
those
it's none
places?
What if it's like the the Switzerland of the Scottish and Irish.
So I know this, but I just want to ask if you know. Do people from Ireland and people from Scotland not like each other? I know the answer, but I just want to see if I don't want to if you know
Do
the
you
answer,
actually not know
because
the answer?
I know everything about Ireland because I love
You're
it so much.
very well versed in the Irish culture.
It's so beautiful.
Yeah. Joe, are leprechauns Irish or Scottish?
That's racist, is what that is, and I will not tolerate it on behalf of everyone from Ireland.
Oh, okay.
The reason we are saying this is I do all the kind of back end work.
Yeah,
so
I can't see any of that stuff.
I can
upsetting.
see who watches on YouTube and Spotify.
Not who, you can see where.
Where.
From.
And
where in the
age ranges, male or female. There's a few things they show up.
Yeah.
One of the things is it shows where they're from. Mm-hmm. We have a 99% listen in the US of A. Mm-hmm. We have 1% from Ireland. I don't know who they are. We know a lot of people from
Has it been
Africa.
consistent since that first time?
Yes.
That's amazing.
We know people in Africa, Australia.
Yeah.
We know some people in England.
Yeah.
I don't know. I've never met anyone
No,
from
but man, do they have the greatest voice.
It is all jokes aside.
It's incredible.
Their accent turns me on more than any other accent.
That's awesome.
It's one of the greatest accents there is.
Now, our Irish friend who listens to us, share us around.
Dude,
let's see if we can get more Irish listeners.
If we could switch it so it's 1% America.
Yeah, I would love that.
I would move to Ireland.
I would. I think my wife would love that.
If
she
you
thinks it's beautiful.
are willing,
potatoes, man.
we would move there,
that Scottish
and
or Irish?
both of us would kiss you on the cheeks.
Because we're Italian.
We are Italian.
And Irish.
We are Irish.
Yeah, we are. We're a good half and
God,
half.
that's what I'm saying. Ireland it's my true hometown. I've always said it.
Country.
It's my true home country. God damn, is Ireland great. I'm glad that we were on the same page there. So our 10th episode, really, screw Tyler, screw Willie. Bo will always be Bo. This episode is dedicated
to the Irish.
To the Irish.
Why you squeaked a little?
I did. I'm getting really hot and heavy.
You squeaked a little bit about this. We've been meaning to talk about it a few times.
It's worked out so well that it was on our 10th episode.
Oh, man. Joe?
Yeah.
I'm shocked that you don't have anything going on this week.
I actually had a lot of doctor and other appointments that I can't talk about on the podcast.
Stuff.
Yeah, I might be going to Portland.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, so if I, die and you never hear from me, it's because I was in Portland.
Yeah, Portland.
But hear me out. Portland is where? In
Oregon. Portland, Oregon. Were you trying to help me?
I didn't know if you knew, and I didn't want to make you feel
You could have just said it.
Well, this is a podcast, bro. We talk to each other.
Of course, but
people are listening for the banter.
Oh, but you're the one talking. I'm not going to interrupt you.
God, you're so sweet.
Thanks, man.
But you know where else is in Oregon?
Where? What?
It could be fictional, but Life is Strange takes place in Oregon.
Is there a place that you could go to?
It's not real.
Like the town?
No, it's not real. It's not real.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Maybe it is.
But maybe when I go to Oregon, just something will awaken.
Awaken. I'm going to ask you a question.
Yep.
It just popped into my head. Mm-hmm. How hard, it can be at any point in time in your life, how hard have you ever wished?
This is going to be scary. This is going to be really scary. Real honest,
that you had, abilities or superpowers. Have you ever, we're talking, have you had that serious, at night thoughts in your head? Where you're like, God, just let me wake up with super strength or something. Give me something to go off. I don't got the looks. Give me.
That was an unnecessary shot.
I was talking about myself.
I thought you were talking about me. I'm like, I don't have the looks. I don't have the brains.
Sorry, I didn't mean that. But has that happened to you before?
Justice, can I open up about a secret that I've never told you about?
Yes, absolutely.
I maybe have only told Bo, and I'm not even sure I told Bo this.
Oh man, this is juicy news.
There was times that you were either playing a game or didn't want to be outside. And Bo used to do this wild thing I'm going to call him out for. He would just go on Wikipedia and just study a random thing for the day.
I think I remember that.
Okay. Bo was the main person I hung out with.
Such a weird thing, Bo. But way to go.
So there was times that I would just walk the farm.
Yeah. Not super often.
Not super often, but I would. And when I was imagining or almost praying. I prayed a lot to God.
Yeah.
To give me powers. To specifically give me Wolverine's claws. I do not know why.
Why specifically that one?
Because his healing powers were attached to that. But
yeah.
So I would walk and I would clench my fists every few 10, 15 seconds and do a little squeeze.
Like a little flex.
Yeah. To see if maybe claws would come out this time. I did that for years.
When did it stop? How old? Be honest. Be honest. Was it over here?
I think I did it pretty much till we left Africa.
So 20?
Yeah. I might have been 20 when it stopped. And it just never stopped. I just stopped testing. I think if I'm being honest, I still think I have a silent prayer that maybe tomorrow I'll wake up with powers.
So incredible. That is an amazing news.
Like you said, I wasn't gifted with looks or brains or talent. But maybe if God gave me claws.
It's like the weirdest thing to want out of all the powers.
I could just pop them out,
I want to be Wolverine.
I want to be the Logan.
I mean, if you see Hugh Jackman, who wouldn't want to be
Exactly.
Hugh Jackman?
But I just wanted his claws.
You're like, I don't need nothing else, just those claws.
Yeah.
Not the healing factor?
I think the healing factor was attached to that. But I never tested the claws would have tested the healing factor.
I mean, I'll admit, I think about it a lot.
Being Wolverine?
No, just having abilities.
Oh, yeah.
Because it'd be awesome.
It would. Anyone that says they haven't is just a straight up liar, and they're probably going to go to hell for it.
Whoa, dang.
God, the unforgivable sin, which I actually don't know what the unforgivable sin is. I don't think there is one, but people talk about it.
Are you mixing up the unforgivable curse and the unforgivable sin from Harry Potter?
I am.
I've never heard about the unforgivable sin. It's like,
there isn't one, right?
I don't think so.
In my head, though, it was if you lie about pretending that you never wanted powers.
But was it really were you mixing Harry Potter?
I think so. Because, and then I've seen a bunch of people I always skip them because I'm like, that's not real. Where people on the line are talking about the unforgivable sin. I'm like, there is no sin. There is none. There can't be. Everything is forgivable.
If you're truly penitent, yeah.
Yeah.
Dang, man. That's some wild stuff that you just shared with me. I'm reeling.
Are you?
No, it's totally. I would have guessed later in life, honestly.
So, I was really debating about sharing this.
Okay.
And this is not news. This is not funny. It's not anything. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna make it into anything.
Okay.
I just want for the people that truly care about the Joe Package saga, I want them to know the lady is still going to the Y. I have seen her.
I was this close to being
she has not moved from Spokane like I thought she might. She is still here. Nothing interesting happened.
I'm sure
we just walked by each other.
Panics anytime she sees you.
I almost did a little bit, and so I was like, "This is not worth saying." But I think it's a good.
Do we know now not to stare?
I think I'm getting better again.
Ever since talking about it?
I think so.
That's awesome.
I'm not great still, but I bought goggles that you can't see through. Like, so I can stare now and people won't know I'm staring at them. Which is a little creepy, but I think that will also fix my problem.
It will help a little bit.
Yeah.
You just look like you're really deep in thought.
Yeah, or I'm a freak. Oh, so last thing, we're close to ending, and I don't think the podcast is kind of about our lives. Have you ever taken Lit Energy?
Yeah.
They suck. So C4 makes my brain tingle and face tingle.
Your brain?
Yeah, it doesn't make your brain tingle?
Okay, what does a brain tingle feel like? Because it's not ASMR.
No, so it's like the face tingles, but under the skin. Like, it sucks. I hate it. It's awful.
I've never had that before.
These Lit energy drinks make my body tingle.
Well, that's normal.
Okay, the C4 didn't do that to me.
Maybe it wasn't strong enough.
I hated it. I was so itchy.
It makes you feel like your body fell asleep and is waking up.
It sucked. So, yeah. That was.
Did you have a great workout though?
I did. I swam and got my calorie goal 30. Like, it normally takes me so I try to swim till I burn 1,000 calories.
Yeah.
That normally has been taking me around 80 minutes.
Okay.
Okay.
With the Lit Energy.
With the Lit Energy, I did it in right under 70 minutes. So it took about 68 minutes and some change, which is crazy. That's crazy. I swam. I did not stop. Like, I normally take breaks every 5.
So what you're saying is you will be continuing the Lit Energy.
I have another one out.
Do you have some good ones?
Okay.
Like,
they taste amazing.
Yeah, they taste great.
But the effect it had on my body, I wanted to rip my skin off.
That's why you gotta move, man.
It was awful.
Go. That's what pre-workout does.
And I think this is the closest I'm gonna get to getting addicted to, like, heroin.
Have you tried snorting it?
Not yet, but I think I'm just gonna go to the corner and be like, "What are you like?" With other tweakers and be like, "What are you on? I'm on Lit."
Having worked in the gym, the craziest thing to me, I hated this, is when I don't know if you've seen this. It's wild. They'll take a scoop, chuck it in their mouth, no water, and then wash it down with water.
They're drug addicts.
It's insane. And it's real crazy when they do a double scoop.
A double shot?
They're just like,
my God.
And they just chuck down that water.
So brutal.
I'm like, you're not getting all the benefits if you do that, right?
You're like, what? Powder shoots out everywhere.
Yeah, it's like,
what are you saying?
Sparkles.
All right.
I can see everything.
I can taste the universe.
It's kind of how it felt.
I'm kind of taking your bit. Oh, God, dang it. We didn't do our blind ranking song. That's literally my favorite part of the podcast.
If I do it now, can you put it
before? Could. Will I? Probably not, but let's try it. We'll see if I'm being lazy or not when I edit this.
Yeah, we'll find out.
Okay.
Blind ranking.
Thanks for that. That was awesome.
You're welcome. I know you needed that.
Before we go, what you watching, playing this week? Anything interesting?
Dude. So we're still watching Attack on Titan, but we're close.
How have you not finished this yet?
Again, I feel like 2-3 episodes in.
God, it feels like it's been ages.
There's a lot of stuff going on, man.
Are you guys going to watch the movies? Apparently there's a few animated movies.
If they're important to the story, then yes.
They are canonical. Canon.
So canonical would
Canonical.
Work. Yeah. Canonical, bionicle.
Ooh.
I just wanted to rhyme with it.
Okay.
But this last time we watched it, I was nerding out hard.
Were you? Was your boy Levi doing some things?
Oh, I mean, they were all doing things.
Okay.
Joe. They were flipping around and slicing.
Dyson?
Oh, man. It was, I just kept looking at my wife who was passing out next to me.
From excitement or tiredness?
She was very tired, but she was enjoying herself.
She's like, God, they look so good.
Just dead, passed out. So we've still been watching that. I've gotten into some new podcasts, which is great. But also still kind of been playing Borderlands.
Which one?
3.
3? Are you excited for the announcement of 4?
I am, actually. I'm hoping they've learned.
They haven't.
From 3.
It's going to be better than the movie.
Yes. Oh, 100%. I'm I'm excited for it.
That's awesome.
I'm excited for it.
What was that thing? Gamescom? No, it wasn't
It's
Gamescom.
Gamescom. It's still going on.
Yeah.
What about you?
I'm still trying to finish up The Punisher. Season 2 is a chore to get through, and I will tell you why.
All right, tell me why.
The name of the show is
The Punisher.
So you would think the Punisher would be
Yeah.
in the show most of the time.
It'd be about The Punisher.
Season 2 has way too much crap about other people that are not the Punisher. And that there's like two, three episodes you could just cut. They're useless episodes, and I almost made me stop. But I only have 2 episodes left. I'll probably finish that tonight when I go home.
Now let me ask you though, the episodes where the Punisher is more featured.
So good. So good.
Because it's keeping you.
Oh my god. The last episode I watched was the last 2, good. I was just like, this is such a shame that the
My
season...
favorite thing about you talking about the Punisher is that you feel powerful when
Dude,
you watch it.
I've never felt more like a man than when I watched The
Watching
Punisher.
The Punisher?
I feel so awesome.
Oh my god.
God, John Bernthal is such a good actor.
He has a podcast.
I watch it all the time.
Do you?
Real Ones with John Bernthal. After this episode, whoever's listening to, you should watch that one. It's good.
Yeah. Yeah. That's
I like it a
awesome.
lot.
Any games though?
So,
Did you finally get into something?
just WWE Champions, man. A phone game is the game that I've been playing the most.
Count.
I'm in too big of a game rut I'm playing primarily phone. I've been playing maybe an hour or 2 of that a
Did
day.
you see what I've hooked up?
I see the Xbox 360 there. It's gorgeous.
That's beautiful.
The Halo version.
Yep, it's in there. I got my games out there too.
The big thing this week, though, for me, has been the new Falling in Reverse album came out, which was mostly singles.
And it was mostly stuff we had heard.
Yeah,
There was,
but
I believe, only 4 or 5
There was
new songs.
4 new songs.
Yeah, that's not a
It was
lot.
a small album. I think there was only 9 songs
Yeah.
total. But he gets so much hate. I really he's very, very talented.
Very.
He's not. It's not always like the stuff that I'm gonna listen to on a daily.
I'll tell you what. Out of the 4 new songs, love 3 of them.
Which ones? Do you not like Bad Guy?
Yeah, I do
I knew you
not
were
like
gonna like that.
Bad Guy, but Prequel, awesome.
Prequel's great.
Trigger Warning, really, really good too. And so is No Fear.
Yeah,
They're all great.
I like them all. I like Bad Guy a lot too.
I think it's.
I think
Nah.
it's probably not the strongest, but it's catchy.
Yeah. There's a part in No Fear, and you'll know the switch at the end where he does that new different style of rap.
Oh yeah.
Anytime I play that song around anybody who's not like a metal guy,
Yeah.
they're like, without fail, because I played it in front of a few people now. This is pretty good.
That's awesome.
In my head, it's like, this is the stupidest part of the song.
Oh, I kind of like it though.
I mean, it works, but it's the stupidest part of the song. It's like, I was like, oh yeah, it's a good song. It's a good song. He only said that right now.
But I think if you take all the songs that are on the album, like if you take Popular Monster, if you take Zombified,
Oh no, they're great.
that is such a strong album.
It is. We just heard the songs.
Amazing. They're kind of old.
Yeah.
We've definitely listened to our fair share.
I thought the same thing when I was like, wow, if I had not heard all these songs,
It would blow
100
my
times,
mind.
it'd be like
Yeah.
a great album.
Yeah.
There's still nothing that beats my friend Sleep Token.
Sleep Token is insane.
I can't. There be times where I'm like, I've listened to them now so much in the last like 2 years, and their songs will come on. I'm like, I ain't skipping it.
Yeah. I'm
It's
newer
so-
to the train than you.
Yeah.
But I'm in that same boat where I'm like,
I mean, you'll go through listening to the same song for the whole day.
Yes. It's so, there's something, so it's insane.
I can't tell you how happy I am it clicked, because I couldn't figure out why you were just like, meh.
I don't know how it clicked. I don't know why it clicked
I think it was the
After-
life change.
after the breakup and all that. I think so too. it just was very surprising. And I'm very grateful for it.
I
It was
just remember
insane.
the day you were just like, Joseph.
I think. Have you heard of these Sleep Token? I should have done
You
what
never-
you always do,
that would've been
which
funny.
is send me a song after I sent it. Like
Have
I
you
sent it
heard
to you
this?
like 6 months earlier, and you're like, Joe, this song is great, and you sent it to me. I'm like, I hate you. I sent you that song.
I do think sometimes you take credit for songs that we had listened to one time,
Yes,
and then you're like, but not because you showed me.
I showed them to you.
So when we
Because
were
here's the
working,
thing.
no. When
Here's
we
the
were-
thing.
oh, let me
Here-
finish
wait.
my thought. Let me
Okay,
finish my
okay,
thought.
okay.
When we were
Here's the thing.
when we were partners, every Friday we would listen to the new,
Spotify has a release radar that comes out every Friday.
and it was one of our favorite things to do because we would just listen to the music that was on there. We'd be like, wow, that one was really good. But sometimes we wouldn't really pay that much attention because we're working, we're talking.
Yes.
So sometimes I'd rehear those songs, and I would be like, Joe, this song's really good. And he'd be like, I showed you that song. It's like, not really.
Two things. One, it was on my Spotify, on my playlist, even though they created it for me. So yes, I showed it. It's fine.
All right.
No. Secondly, most of the time, granted, not in that scenario, but a lot of times when I've showed you a song, it's safe to say I've listened to that song probably 50 times before I sent it to you.
Oh, I know. You sent me some really good ones.
Same, but no, here's the stupid thing, and I'm really angry about it. Because I've sent you some baller music, some grade A music. I will even say grade S music,
Oh, an S grade.
but none of them compete with Sleep Token.
Not even close.
It's like a triple S. Like, that's infuriating to me. Because I'm
Joe,
much more of a music guy than you.
Can I tell you something? I want to ask you a question, and I will understand if you do what I think you're going to do after I ask this question.
Okay.
Who's better, musically,
Musically.
Sleep Token or Nothing More?
That's been What's with the Lemon.